Hey, thanks for joining us on the Internet Campus. We're participating in a 31-day Proverb Challenge. We're inviting everyone to read through the book of Proverbs with us and to jump in discussion, and let's talk about what we're learning as we read the Word together. Well, today's reading comes from Proverbs 2, and I want to share a couple verses here, and then we'll talk about how it applies to our lives. Starting in verse 1, it says, "My son, if you accept my words and store up my commands within you, turning your ear to wisdom and applying your heart to understanding, and if you call out for insight and cry aloud for understanding, and if you look for it as for silver and search for it as for hidden treasure, then you will understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God." So it's really telling us the value of wisdom and how important it is that we are to seek it out, that we are to seek out understanding, that we are to seek out guidance. And it goes on to tell us that the Lord gives wisdom, that from His mouth comes knowledge and understanding. It is God who will give us the wisdom, that we seek after it with all of our hearts, and that He will surely plant it inside, and that we'll know which way is correct, we'll know which way to go, we'll be able to deviate courses that would have led us down the wrong path, all because we're seeking after God and applying His wisdom to our lives. Listen to what it says that wisdom will do for us, that what God will do through our seeking of Him and looking for wisdom. And I'm just going to pull out a couple key words here. It says that God will become our shield. It says that God will guard us, and that God will protect His faithful ones. Protect us from what? He goes on to explain some of the things that happens when we don't have wisdom in our lives, that men who have chosen to go their own path. And I'll pull out a couple key phrases here again. It says that wisdom will protect us from the ways of wicked men, from words of the perverse, from those who walk in dark ways, from those who delight in doing wrong, from perverseness, from those who are crooked, those who have devious ways. It even says that it will protect us from the adulteress. So you can see quickly here that wisdom really has its place in the life of the believer, and this is something that we should really be seeking after. Well, what is wisdom? Well, over these 31 days, we're digging into Proverbs, which is simply words of wisdom to us from God. Throughout the Bible, the scriptures that have been given to us, those are also wisdom, and this will teach us the fear of the Lord. And when we understand the fear of the Lord, we won't be as quick to tread off into dangerous territories, into things that are going to lead us astray, that we'll hold fast to what we know is true, and that we'll have wisdom in our lives. It's not enough to just know it here in our heads, but it's so important that we have it here in our hearts. That's why we're studying the Word together. Please stay with us over the next 31 days as we write the Word on our hearts, as we really dive in deep. So join in on the discussion below. What is it that speaks to you most from this chapter? Have you ever been in a circumstance where you needed to have wisdom and you didn't know which way to turn? Where did you get wisdom? Did you get it from a friend? Did you get it from the Lord? How did it turn out? Maybe tell us a circumstance or two. Maybe you have someone in your life right now who needs the words of wisdom in their life. Well, maybe you lead them to this. Maybe you invite them to join us right here on the Internet Campus. Well, God bless you today. Stay tuned over the next, 29 more days to go. All right. Well, God bless you.